It's 11 o'clock, and the moon is high. Tuck the kids in, because it's time for another chapter of Detroit After Dark.
It was a dark and stormy night. A night so dark you could easily lose your way. The kind of night that could lead the right fella down the wrong alleyway. And that's where I found myself. With a counter seat at the Muscle Deli. Chewing the crust on a knuckle sandwich. 2 slugs later, my only questions were who, what, when, and why. The where part having just been covered.
Anything you wanna confess to before you meet your maker?
Nerds to you, copper!
Copper?
I might be going down, but 2 more'll take my place. There ain't enough of you G-men on this planet to take down Big Low.
Luckily, I always carried my .45, and unluckily for him, I always kept it loaded. I was flattered by the sentiment. A federal agent could afford to guss you up now and then, but I was just a rookie gumshoe in those days, scraping the gum off my shoes just to get by. There's only 2 rules in the private eye game. Don't blink, and don't fall in love. And tonight, I was gonna break 'em both. 3 nights back, a leggy brunette dropped a hot bowl of soup in my lap, and if there's one thing that seems to follow dames, it's trouble. It seemed her estranged husband had re-emerged after 2 years as a saxophonist at an after-hours jazz club inside St. Andrew's Hall, and he owed her some serious cabbage and back alimony. In my book, it was an open and shut case. She needed some cash, he was on the reefer, and I was hoping I could score some after the show. But sometimes life throws you curveballs in the form of big galoots with heavy fists, and suspicious metal briefcases. Just about the only thing that added up that night was that I was somewhere I shouldn't have been, and since its former owner was about as cold as my chances of getting paid for my stakeout, I decided a shiny new briefcase would be better than a kick in the pants. Something wasn't right about this briefcase, though. It was a little too heavy and a little too late at night to belong to just any egg-headed accountant. I decided to check inside.
Oh, Nelly.
Big Low. I knew it sounded familiar. The big cheese of Toronto's most infamous wildlife smuggling ring. A real bad-kept secret, if you ask me. That's the name this pickled palooka gave me before he bought a new lead overcoat and stepped onto the Marrakesh Express.
Let's see what else you got.
The only other thing he had on him was a matchbook from the bar at the Hotel Rio Rococo. A real dive, where one of Big Low's bagmen hit the big one during a deal gone sour in...
Room 11A?
The same number and letter was written on the inside of the matchbook, with what appeared to be Renoir No. 7 lipstick. No doubt to identify the contact for the handoff. I decided to parlay my briefcase and the contents were in, and hightailed it across town to the Hotel Rio Rococo.
Park your wheels for you, mister.
Sure thing, Mac. And no joyrides, you hear?
Once the sun goes down, the music goes up, and all the would-be sheiks and shebas of Detroit's underbelly gather in close proximity to dust off and rub elbows from the prying eyes and ears of John Law. I could read lips, but the lips I was looking for weren't on the face of some high-binder union boss or glass-eyed dope peddler. They belonged to a platinum blonde in a platinum dress with a platinum figure, staring daggers at me from across the bar, with piercing green eyes, as if to say,
"How the hell did you get here with that? You're not my normal contact."
Why is it that the pretty ones are always trouble?
Let me guess. Renoir No. 7? I'm the new contact. I was hoping you and I could Strike a deal of our own? Cigarette?
I don't do business in public, and I don't smoke. I don't know what kind of girl you think I am, but maybe you should buy me a drink and get to know me first.
Sure thing. You slip me a lullaby on the rocks, and I get a brand new pair of cement shoes. What kind of butter and egg man do you take me for?
The kind that's here to handle a transaction without trying to skim some off the top for himself. Now, are you a barber or a businessman?
Maybe you and I ought to swing by room 11A then.
Before you and I can even think about negotiating, go let it out in the bathtub. I need to know if it's alive.
Oh, believe me, Toots. It's alive.
Bathtub now.
It's completely white. Incredible. Scales, tail, claws, and jaws.
An albino Nile River alligator. Only one of 6 left in existence.
You had better feed him something before there's only 5 left in existence.
From where, darling? The minibar? I may be a smuggler, but charging someone $8 for a candy bar is a crime no matter who you are.
Nuts to your minibar. What's the clip on the lizard?
The only one getting the clip here is you. Lay down on the ground and count to 50 slowly.
Now, here's where I broke rule number 1.
Listen, Dollface. I just wanted the briefcase. So if you're willing to meet me halfway...
I'm keeping the briefcase and the alligator. And I've grown pretty attached to this gun, so I'm keeping it too. I only came here to steal the gator from the poor palooka they duped into making the delivery.
Yeah? And then what? You know an alligator can't survive a Detroit winter. Where are you gonna keep it once it gets too big for the tub?
I'd love to stay and chat, but Interpol is expecting to nab their most wanted man here. And in exactly 3 minutes, I'm not going to say I tip them off, but...
And here's where I broke rule number 2.
I told you he looked hungry. Who's a hungry gator? You are. Yes, you are. Easy, boy. I know you don't like it, but get back in the briefcase. We got an Amstray, and it's gonna be sink or swim from here on out. We made a clean getaway. This time. From now on, you gotta keep a cooler head. You know, I think this could be the start of a beautiful friendship.
What will become of our hero's newfound animal companion? Will he ever score some reefer at the jazz club? And what exactly did the police find in room 11A at the Hotel Rio Rococo? Find out on the next thrilling installment of Detroit After Dark. Detroit After Dark is presented in cooperation with the American Corporation for Public Broadcasting and is made possible by a grant from the Bilderberg Group and support from listeners like you.
Sit tight. I'll be right there.
That's all right. Take your time. Huh. Hi, Cat. I don't suppose you could help me pick out some flowers? Yeah, that's what I thought. You seem pretty content here.
Oh my God. How did you get in here? Not you. You! You dang cat. This is the 3rd time this week.
She's not yours? Like a shop cat?
No, she's a trespasser, a criminal. I still haven't figured out how she keeps getting in here. You didn't let her in, did you?
Oh, no. She was already in here when I came in. That's why I thought she was yours.
Are you serious? One day, little miss, I'm going to figure out where you keep coming from. At least you're not eating the plants today. Normally, she tries to munch on all the plants. You'd think a cat would realize a peace lily is toxic, but apparently that doesn't deter her. Now, what can I do for you?
I need a bouquet of flowers.
You're going to have to be a little bit more specific than that. This is a flower shop. The possibilities are pretty endless.
Yeah, I don't normally get flowers, so honestly, I don't know where to begin.
All right. What are the flowers for?
A date.
All right, man of mystery. I get that you're going for the easy answer here, but I'm going to need more from you than that. First date, second date. I'm sorry I cheated on you, so I'm taking you on a really nice date.
Well, it's complicated.
Honestly, unless you're going to give me more to work with here, I suggest you hop on down to the quick trip and get the gal some carnations. Good luck.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm just super flustered. This date has to go just right, and I'm already out of my element. I went to that new barbershop 2 blocks down, and the guy cut my hair shorter than I'm used to. The restaurant I originally got a reservation for closed down yesterday because of health code violations. So I had to call around all morning to find a different place that could still seat us at 7. The pandemic weight caught up to me without me realizing it, so the suit I wanted to wear didn't fit when I tried it on. If you'd open the dictionary, you'd see my face and today's date under the words Murphy's Law.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I need to know more about what is actually happening on this date and who they are if I'm going to get you the right flowers. Flowers have their own language. Even if your date doesn't realize what you're trying to say, they'll know down in their heart what you're trying to say. On the bright side, you're smarter than most of the men I pull the carnations line on. Most don't realize that carnations scream, "Thanks for being my grandma." I don't care what the Farmer's Almanac says. They're the friend zone of flowers.
Well, I didn't know that. I just figured quick trip flowers were probably not the way to go.
Preach. Now, are you going to tell me about this date? What makes it so complicated?
How much time do you have?
Well, unless this cat starts enjoying a buffet of plants again, I'm yours for as long as we need.
All right. So I met her about 5 years ago. It was love at first sight, as far as I'm concerned, except she had a boyfriend. And every time she and a guy would break up, I'd wait a little while with the plans to sweep her off her feet after an appropriate amount of time.
Oh, let me guess. Another guy would always beat you to it.
Bingo.
So what happened this time? Did you say, screw the waiting period, I'm going for it?
Well, not quite. They broke up last week. They'd been together about 2 years. Wait, I haven't finished the story yet.
Keep talking. I got a method.
All right, so anyway, we hang out a decent amount as is, so I just asked her if she wanted to grab dinner tonight. I figure I'll get her out, show her a good time, and tell her how I feel, once and for all.
So she doesn't know it's a date?
I mean, how would she not know it's a date?
You hang out a fair amount. Unless you explicitly told her it's a date, she's going to have no idea. Oh, hush, you lousy cat. If you weren't here, that wouldn't have happened. I need to start over again.
I don't understand what was wrong with that one.
There is a huge, huge difference between flowers that say, it's our first date, I'm so glad you finally said yes, and surprise, this is a date, and I'm madly in love with you.
There is?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to make you finish your tell-all before I continue. Otherwise, who knows how many bouquets I'm going to have to make.
Well, what else do you need to know?
Name, age, blood type, zodiac sign, mother's maiden name.
You're not serious.
Well, it'd be helpful. What if I pick flowers that clash with her eyes? I don't want to be blamed for this not working out for you.
Her name is Olivia. She's 27. She's a special education teacher and volunteers at the Humane Association in her spare time. Her birthday's in June, so I don't know what that makes her.
Gemini or Cancer, depending on when in June it is.
June 26th.
Cancer.
Sure. She plays the violin. She thinks she's bad at it, but I think she's incredible.
Okay, do you have a picture of her?
Here.
Oh, she's gorgeous. I can work with this.
Yeah. Isn't she something? Like I said, love at first sight.
How did you meet?
We both took a beginning painting course for adults, ended up sitting next to each other. We were easily the worst in the class. We ended up caring less about the painting and more about just talking to each other as the 6 weeks went on. At the end of the course, we were both ready to sign up for the intermediate class just to continue hanging out. I don't remember which one of us finally made the first move. Well, it wasn't technically a move because she wasn't single, but you know what I mean.
Cute. Sounds like it'll be a great story to tell your grandkids someday.
I hope so. So is this your shop?
Kind of. My grandma opened it and technically still owns it. I run it now, obviously, and I'll take over the financials and whatnot when she finally decides to officially retire. I don't think she's set foot in here in about 3 years, though. I don't know what a 90-year-old woman wants with a flower shop she never sees anymore, but to each their own. Oh no, what happened?
Olivia just texted me. She can't make it tonight. She and her ex are going on an impromptu weekend getaway. I guess she's forgiven him for cheating again.
Damn. What can I do?
Nothing.
I'm really sorry.
Don't be. It's not your fault. I'm sorry I don't need the flowers. I wasted your time.
That is the least of your worries right now. Here. See, that looks nice in your lapel. Now you don't need to leave flowerless.
How much?
You really think I'm going to charge you for a single white camellia on the day your true love broke your heart? No charge. Hey, so I close at 6. I live right above the shop and, despite my frazzled work appearance, I clean up pretty well in a hurry. Want me to join you at the dinner reservation?
Honestly, I don't think I'm going to use that reservation. I definitely need to go home and lick my wounds a bit.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense.
But if you wanted to grab dinner some other time, that might be nice.
Here, that's my cell. I'm Ava, by the way. I don't think I ever caught your name.
Nice to meet you, Ava. I'm Will.
Nice to meet you, Will. Sorry today didn't turn out the way you wanted it to.
That's all right. I'm going to head out. You sure you don't want me to pay you for the flower?
You're good. Just make sure you don't lose my number, okay?
Okay. Well, have a good night, Ava.
You too, Will. Oh, wait.
Yeah?
Can you take this dang cat outside, since you're heading that way anyway?
Sure. Come on, cat, let's go. Bye, Ava.
Bye, Will.
And that's $50 for the hot towel cut and bear trim. See you next week, Mr. Wilson. Antonio, we're out at Barbicide. Get another refill from the basement.
Need me to get anything else while I'm down there? Like a meat pie or a dead body?
Don't even joke about that. There's nothing down there but normal, ordinary barbershop supplies.
Okay, Theo, it's just a slow day, and I thought a joke might lighten the mood.
Just get the Barbicide. We need it ready for Old Man Johnson's 10:30.
Fine. I'll be in the basement event before you can say...
That was quick. Where's the Barbicide?
None of those normal, ordinary barbershop supplies would happen to be an alligator Would it?
Not funny, Antonio. I need that barbicide now.
I'm serious, Theo. There's an alligator down there, and I'm pretty sure it don't belong there.
If you're gonna stand around cracking jokes instead of getting my barbicide, then I could just get it. Rafi? How did you get here?
You know that thing?
Don't worry, Antonio. There isn't a single alligator in the basement. That's a crocodile. You can tell by the nose.
Oh, that's so much better. And you know him too. Why don't we invite him up for coffee and you two can catch up?
Don't be ridiculous, Antonio. Crocodiles don't drink coffee, and they definitely don't belong in barbershop basements either.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm calling the Philadelphia Zoo. They must be worried sick about Rafi.
Theo, what's going on here? Why do you know this crocodile by name, and how do you know that thing came from the Philadelphia Zoo?
Philadelphia Zoo?
Cameron, it's Theo.
Theo, it's been forever since I've heard from you. You got time to catch up over drinks tonight?
I'm calling on business, actually. Rafi is in the basement of the closed-shave barbershop.
So that's where that jerk went.
Cameron, is everything okay?
Stay there, guard the croc. I'll be there in 30.
So, you're in with the Philadelphia Zoo.
I used to work with Cameron at the reptile exhibits. I knew Rafi since he was, this high. A little rambunctious, but what crocodile isn't?
Rambunctious, huh?
Anyway, Cameron should be able to get Rafi back home and...
Theo, it's an emergency.
Damn right it's an emergency. There's a crocodile in our basement.
Jordan, did you sneak Rafi into my barbershop's basement?
I had to. There was nobody else I could point to.
You work at the Philadelphia Zoo. You have an entire zoo full of people to join to.
You don't understand. Cameron had it out for him.
Cameron?
We all know that Cameron has a temper, but I didn't know that the crocs bore the brunt of it.
And what's that to do with Rafi?
Rafi fought back, bit Cameron's arm, and now the zoo wants to put him to sleep.
That thing eats arms?
He only bit Cameron's arm. He didn't eat it. Huge difference.
So you kidnapped Rafi, broke into my barber shop, and endangered the lives of all my customers and employees.
Rafi deserves to live in Cuba with all the other crocodiles. He shouldn't have to die just because Cameron doesn't know how to handle crocs. And you're the only other person I know who really groks crocs, Theo.
And how are you getting that crocodile out of our basement?
I've got a boat on the Delaware River with a tank full of water. And as far as the Cuban passport control's concerned, I'm just there for the Hemingway fishing tournament. Once it gets dark enough, I'll bring Rafi to the Zapata swamp with nobody the wiser.
That's great, but how are you getting the crocodile out of our basement?
Shouldn't he be in the case?
Yes, he should. Hey you, the barber who's not Theo.
Antonio.
I've got a spare case in the back of that van. Bring that in, and some surgical tape.
Surgical tape?
To restrain Rafi's mouth during transport.
How did I get into this mess?
Trust me, you do not want to keep Rafi's mouth open.
Okay.
Shouldn't Rafi have been in the case to begin with?
He was, but, well, you know Rafi.
Jordan, I will help you to restrain Rafi, and I will keep his jailbreak a secret. But I've got to ask, are you seriously going to take a 10-foot crocodile down to Cuba by yourself?
I know people in Cuba. Trained zookeepers. They make Steve Irwin look like Michael Vick.
But on the way down? You're not seriously sailing to Cuba with nothing but Rafi the escape artist!
briefcase and the tape. And 911 on speed dial.
Don't. Tony,
Antonio.
just leave this to the experts. We know what we're doing.
Antonio, keep an eye on the shop. Tell the customers we're just moving some supplies.
You want me to run the Baba shop? 5 minutes ago, you were scolding me about Barbicide.
You've been a close shave for years. You can keep it running for 5 minutes without me. And whatever you do, do not let the crocodile upstairs, unless it's in its case.
Don't need to tell me twice.
We'll holler when we're done. I'm coming with you, Jordan.
You're not coming with me. You've got your barbershop to run. I'll hold him down. You prep the tape. Tape now! Tape now!
Jordan, he's about to do a death roll. Get off! I've got his snout.
I've got his torso!
Jordan, you are one of the most attentive, incompetent zookeepers I've ever known. And I've seen you make some really stupid decisions because of that. I am not leaving you alone with a wild animal in open water.
I'm not letting you risk your business, your family business, just to help me.
It's not just to help you. We all knew Cameron was trouble, and we just sat there and did nothing while our reptiles got abused. I can't just sit around doing nothing anymore.
Oh, death roll! Death roll!
In the case, now!
On it! You've done enough, Theo. This is more than enough.
You can't carry this burden alone. Easy there, Rafi. You're in good hands.
I know what I'm doing.
So do I.
You're serious about this.
I am always serious about handling wild animals. Oh, no. Let's get Rafi upstairs. You literally can't carry this burden alone.
Don't worry, Rafi. We're getting you out of here.
What do you think? Do you think a fair is gonna be the best option for me?
What's that sound?
It ain't the building settling, that's for sure. Can you get the door open, Antonio?
It's not a good time, Theo.
How not good?
Cameron just came in asking for a faux hawk.
Okay. We'll take the back exit. That's how I got Rafi in here in the first place.
Open the door first. Antonio's busy with Cameron upstairs.
Oh, there's Rafi's old case.
Don't step on the pieces. Last thing we need is a twisted ankle.
Easy peasy.
How'd you get Rafi in here in the first place?
Bolt cutters.
This is why I need to go with you. If you had just called me, you wouldn't need to break and enter.
Aha!
Cameron.
You admitted it. You broke into a barber shop illegally to drop off a crocodile, which you stole from the zoo, and I have it on tape.
Like that will hold up in court. This is a two-party consent state, which means you just committed a felony.
Cameron, you're a real piece of work. You think you can just beat up reptiles because they're dangerous?
It was self-defense, Theo. You've worked with Raffi. You know what he's like.
And I still didn't beat him. Now get out of the way. We need to move these supplies.
No way. I'm not leaving until I get my hands on that scaly-faced jerk.
You don't want to play this game, Cameron. We can't hold this case forever.
Theo! Raffi! What's wrong with you, Cameron?
You two are just as dumb as Raffi. You're just a couple of dumb animals who can't do anything without hurting yourselves.
So you hurt us first, is that it?
Maybe if you weren't so stupid, I wouldn't have to.
Oh no, you're not bringing any of that in the close shave. This is our house.
Who the heck are you?
Theo, Jordan, get Raffi out of here. I've got Cameron covered.
You heard him. Let's
Pretty
go,
strong for a
Raffi.
farmer.
Don't worry, Raffi. We're gonna get you somewhere safe.
Back to the wall.
don't know who you're
Cameron's
dealing
going
with,
for the
little man.
case.
Easy, easy. You're gonna pull my arms out.
I'm trying to steer
You're
clear
seriously
of
going to
Cameron.
let them get away with that murderous croc.
Let's just say I can tell the good reptiles from the bad ones.
Who are you calling?
Antonio, it's Theo. I'm going up north for a family emergency. Until I'm back, close shave is in your hands.
You're serious about this?
I wouldn't be coming if I wasn't.
Should I feel jealous that you trust Antonio with a barbershop, but you don't trust me with a crocodile?
Half the time, I'd rather deal with a crocodile than my regulars.
We'd better move fast. Cameron's already seen our van, so we need to get to my boat as quickly as we can.
I can't believe I told Cameron about Raffi. He's probably got a SWAT team down the boatyard.
Who said I was at the boatyard?
Huh?
Raffi's real quiet back there.
He knows he's in good hands.
Jamie, sit.
But Mom, it's Saturday, and I told Ricky I'd meet him at the skate park at 1.
Which gives you 1 hour to finish your assignment, which you were supposed to hand in to Miss Van Dorn yesterday.
But I don't know how to write a short story.
Yet somehow all of the other 4th graders managed it. Look at the directions. 1, imagine a few characters. 2, put them in a setting. 3, have them do something. Jamie, just sit at your desk and start. The characters will come alive as you're writing. You'll see. Start typing. You'll stay in your room until you're done.
Okay. Dan. No. Drake. No. Dirk. Dirk. Skate. The scruffy detective. No. Dirk Skate. The brilliant scientist. Dirk Skate, the rugged sheriff. Yes! Walked, strolled, burst into his office, his silver star shining on his chest. Vest? Hey! Who are you? And what were you doing in my closet?
I'm Dirk State, bursted into the room. See the silver stars shining on my chest vest?
What? How did you get here?
You just invented me. Well, give me something to do.
Okay. Dirk pinned a wanted poster too. Where did that poster come from?
You just created it. Imagination is a powerful device, my boy. Continue.
Pinned a wanted poster to the wall. Chuckling softly, he said,
Well, Rock Driscoll. Rick Driscoll. Rock Driscoll. The infamous bank robber. Escaped from prison and heading this way, eh? Good. I'll show you who's bossy.
Whoops.
Boss.
Hey, that's good. Just then, in walked Rachel Van Dorn, the pretty school marm. Oh, wow, this is so cool. Rachel was carrying a big bowl of chicken noodle soup and...
Wait, do I have to be a school marm? This high collar's choking me.
I've always liked you in Blue Kingdom, Rachel.
I'll enter again.
Leave the soup.
Well, okay. Just then, in walked Rachel Van Dorn, the pretty dance hall girl, carrying a mug of beer. Wow!
Definitely not a high collar.
Come on, kid. Think outside the stereotypical box. I'll enter again.
Leave the beer.
In walked Rachel Van Dorn, a pretty barber, carrying a comb and a scissors.
Fine.
Smock. Nice.
Thanks.
Rachel greeted Dirk.
Hello, Dirk.
In her low, husky voice.
Hello, Dirk. I'm here to trim your bread.
My what?
Sorry.
Beard. Come, sit at your desk. Move, kid.
I guess I can stand and type. Just as Rachel started snipping Dirk's beard. Hey, you're getting hair all over the rug.
So, have me sweep it up when I'm done.
Oh, yeah. Suddenly the door swung open and a burly man stepped in.
Nice. Burly.
Thanks.
Busy closet.
Dirk leapt to his feet. Careful. Dirk leapt to his feet and said,
Wow. If it isn't Rick Rock Driscoll.
Rachel gasped.
Really?
Rachel gasped.
Fine.
That's right, Sheriff Skate. Sheriff Skate.
I know, right?
I'm Rock Driscoll, and I'm here to... What am I here to do, kid?
I don't know.
How about redo this wallpaper? Those yellow elephants have to go.
I like my yellow elephants.
I'm Rock Driscoll, the infamous bank robber, not an interior decorator.
I've got it. I'm here to...
Take over this town. And your pretty little lady, too.
Ugh, gag.
Dirk leapt on.
I just slept. Can I jump this time?
Sure. Dirk jumped on Rock and they fought.
You know, fought is rather vague, isn't it? Can you be more specific?
Yeah, I'm not picturing it. Pick another verb.
Battled?
Still not very clear. Have you got a thesaurus?
Over on the bookshelf.
Got it. How about scuffled? Grappled.
Yeah, okay. I can grapple.
Grapple it is.
And they grappled. Rock, more muscular than the sheriff.
Hey!
Yeah, baby.
Pushed Dirk against the wall.
The yellow elephant wall.
And Rock pulled a knife out of his bolt.
What?
Pelt.
Ha!
belt. Sheesh. And held it to Dirk's throat. Just then, Rachel took her barber's scissors and plunged it into Rock's back.
Oh, goody.
Rock screamed with pain. Rock roared with pain. And Rock fell to the floor dead. And Rock fell to the floor dead. Rock, you're supposed to fall down dead.
Yeah, I know, but can I say something before I die?
Like?
Oh, you got me.
Fine.
All I ever wanted was a chance to be good.
Fine.
It all started when I was just a little lad.
Well, hold on. If Rock gets a backstory, then I get one too.
Maybe I could talk about my cowboy days. Driving the cattle, singing songs with the boys. Get along, little doggy.
Now, just a minute
Okay,
here.
so
I
when
think
I
that
hear
I
your
am the most
stories,
important
that's
character
great.
in this
I
story.
have so many
Stop!
Wow, West.
All of you! This is my story. I am the author, and I'm in control. And Rock fell down dead. Rachel and Dirk embraced
High five.
and lived happily ever after. The end.
Good job, young fella. Come on, Rock. Time to go.
Help me up, Rachel. Thanks. And maybe next time I can be the hero.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Bye, kid. It's been real.
Huh. They're gone. If they were ever really here.
Jamie, it's 1 o'clock. How's your story coming along?
All finished. Can I go now?
If you're really done, yes, you may.
Thanks, Mom. I'll be back by supper time.
Be careful. Wear your helmet. What's this on the rug? Looks like hair clippings. What in the world? Jamie!
Nice day to be out on the water.
Don't try to make small talk with me.
Don't be mad.
I told you we shouldn't have come out here to do what you did.
He ate a kid. If I didn't shoot him, somebody else would have.
He was an animal.
He was dangerous.
You shouldn't have just left him there like that.
Well, I wanted to cut his head off, but you didn't seem to like that option either.
It was grotesque.
It was a trophy. A man-eating crocodile head. Imagine.
I don't have to imagine. I saw it.
It's not like it won't decay. It's not like I littered.
You did, though. You left that harpoon in it and everything.
That's not the same as littering. This is littering. Look. I threw a gum wrapper in the water. Oh no. Oh, and a cigarette butt. And what's this? An empty beer can?
Why would you do that?
Just trying to break the tension.
You're an ass.
Don't be mad. Look, killing a crocodile isn't exactly legal. I don't really want to take the murder weapon home.
So you just left it there?
You still have my pistol, right? We'll be fine. The wind sure has picked up.
Let's go home before it storms.
Not until I get rid of the rest of the evidence. See that island? Let's stop there quick first.
What are you going to do?
I don't want to go back to town covered in crocodile blood and guts. I don't want a harpoon gun with no harpoon. I'm not a fisherman. All of that would look weird, don't you think?
No weirder than us being out here in the first place.
I'm just gonna bury a few things is all.
Not really a fan of leave no trace out in nature, huh?
Stop being such a prude.
If I wasn't currently stranded on a boat at some island and pregnant with your child, I'd leave you right now.
You would not.
I think you've upset some sort of balance here.
What? Don't start with that nutty nature stuff again.
Don't you See? You made a mistake. You have to undo what you did.
What I did? It wasn't even a big deal. You can't blame something like this on me.
I sure can if it is your fault.
It's a storm, Helena. Nature, even I can't control the weather.
I'm saying you can control the weather. I'm saying that you pissed it off.
For crying out loud.
I'm going back.
Don't leave me here.
Why not? You got yourself out here. You can figure out a way to get home.
Helena, don't leave me here like this.
I'm going to fix what you have done.
Helena, wait. Do you hear something?
Yeah. What is it?
Something's coming.
What the hell are those?
They came from the bog.
You can't be saying what I think you're saying.
Can't see them clearly.
Well, they seem to be coming this way.
Give me my gun.
Do you have to shoot everything?
Give it to me.
You don't know what they are. Maybe they aren't after us at all, even.
Do you really believe that?
I mean, they sure look like they are coming for us.
So, give it here. What the hell?
What? Did you hit one of them?
No, I wasn't aiming for them. I was just trying to spook them. But they didn't even flinch, didn't bat an eye.
Maybe they don't have eyes.
You're seeing what I see, right? Men preserved in heat. Men who died in the bog and are walking towards us, right?
It's not possible.
Bog-Men.
What do we do?
I'm gonna shoot one of them.
Did you hit one?
Yeah, but it didn't seem to notice.
I'm leaving you, Leonard.
Helena, wait. Oh God, Helena, he's touching me. Let go of me.
Leonard, get in the boat!
I can't. They've got me. Help!
Leonard!
Helena, don't leave me here.
Leonard!
Why do you always have to lie?
What?
I asked you how my father died.
And I'm telling you.
None of that happened. It's nonsense.
I said I didn't want to talk about it.
Well, I'm not going to stop asking. Just because you're mad at him, just because you weren't happy, well, it doesn't give you an excuse to make up stuff like that. He was my dad, and whether you liked him or not, look, I deserve to know what happened to him.
I swear on my life that everything I said is true. Nobody believes me, but I can't change the past. You want to know what happened to your scoundrel father? This is what happened.
Papa wasn't a scoundrel. He was a barber.
Barbers can be scoundrels too.
Mama, what are we doing out here?
Paying our respects.
To Papa?
To nature. Come on now, gather up your things. You have your net? Good. I have the paddles and the cooler and some pails. Let's go.
I'm nervous.
Nothing to be nervous about.
Yeah, but Uncle Willis said Papa died in a fishing accident.
Your father died in a supernatural storm. You see any clouds?
No.
So, nothing to be scared of. Come on. Hop on in now, and we'll push off. Good. You want to help paddle? Or would you like to settle in a little first?
Okay, well, just show me how to do it, just in case, something happens and you can't row or something.
Nothing's going to happen. Here, grab this paddle. Okay, good. Now, watch how I'm holding mine. You see? Just put it in the water and move it like this.
Not too tricky.
And we aren't going far.
Why are we going to the island?
Things haven't been quite right lately. I want to see if the fishermen have been leaving anything behind.
I thought we were fishermen today.
We're fishing for something else.
Oh.
Oh, there's something. Pull your paddle in and put your net over there.
Like this?
Yes, like that.
Hey, I got something.
Great, pull it back in.
Ew, what is this?
This is why we came here.
But this is just garbage.
Exactly. We're fishing for trash today.
Wait. You brought me all the way out here to pick up litter.
Sure did.
What? Can't somebody else do that?
Who?
I don't know. Can't people just clean up after themselves?
I'm sure they can, but they don't.
So why does it have to be my job?
Because I'm trying to teach you to leave things better than they have been left to you. The whole world's a mess, and if we don't do something now, I fear it will get so much worse.
So what? We're here to appease the gods or something?
Something like that.
Did you make Papa do this with you?
Your Papa was the one who was littering. He's who we're cleaning up after.
Oh.
Come on now. Get that net back in the water. We're almost there.
Are we just gonna pick up trash on the island too?
There are. Oh, and we'll eat some lunch and visit your father's gravesite.
Oh, I didn't know there was a cemetery on the island.
There isn't. We'll be going to the place he actually died.
How come you've never taken me there before?
We have been there before, lots of times.
I don't remember ever going there before.
You were very little.
Then why haven't we been there since?
I lost faith.
In what, exactly?
In my belief that we can do anything to change the fate of the world.
What do you mean?
It just seems so big. Huge, insurmountable. And I lost hope that one small thing could have any impact on something that big.
So what changed?
The crocodile's back.
Back? You mean a different crocodile is here? Because how can a dead crocodile come back to life?
I don't know, but the sightings all report the same thing. A harpoon through its eye. That's where Leonard shot him.
And then he got sucked into the ground by Bog-Men.
I swear it's true.
And that's why we have to pick up litter.
Yep.
You're nuts.
And I'm hungry. Want some lunch? I've got a thermos of soup in here and some sandwiches in the cooler.
I'm not hungry.
Oh, come on now. Quit pouting. That's part of why I brought you here today.
Oh, to get eaten by a crocodile?
No, to show you that I'm not lying.
Oh, and how are you going to do that?
We're going to the bog. Now, eat some soup.
Fine.
Do you hear something?
Like what?
I don't know. A ghost?
What are you talking about?
Do you hear that humming?
No, What is that?
Let's stop here.
Yeah, I thought we were going to the bog.
Change of plans.
Okay.
Did you see that?
See what exactly?
That tail!
I think you're seeing things, Mama.
How did you get here?
Who are you talking to?
Shush, child, he's here.
Who?
The crocodile.
I just think you're seeing ghosts.
I'm going to talk to him. There now. Everything will be okay. Let me see your eye. There now. Where are you taking me?
Mama, where are you going? Mama! No, it's too deep there.
Don't worry, Leo. I can swim.
Mama? Mama, what happened?
And fight hard.
Mama, are you hurt?
A little blood is all. Listen carefully, Leo. I need you to bring the canoe over this way.
But the crocodile's there.
It's all right now. He's leaving. I think he's leaving. Please come here.
But you didn't teach me how to steer.
You can do it. Just put the paddle in the water on one side and row this way.
I did it, Mama. I did it.
I knew you could.
What is this place?
I think it used to be the beach.
Crocodile led you here?
To this very spot.
Oh, Mama, you're bleeding.
It's not so much blood.
What do we do?
I need you to dig. Right there.
Why?
Just do it, okay?
What is this stuff? Rags? Something hard. A gun?
I told you I was lying.
Mama. Mama, don't leave me.
You'll be okay, Leo. The storm's dying down. Do what I taught you. Take the canoe home. Paddle straight. Pick up litter where you can.
Mama! And she was gone.
Why do you always lie?
You asked about my parents. Macy, I swear this is what happened.
Just because you and your mom had a troubled relationship doesn't mean you should lie to me. Just because you hate fishing doesn't mean you should make this trip miserable. I'm your wife.
I swear on my life. Macy?
If we weren't stranded on this island and I wasn't pregnant with your child, I would leave you right now.
Oh no. You hear that?
Hear what?
That hum.
What hum? Oh.